Hello there, this is Zahir
And Ritessh.
here from Think Properties, and welcome to our exclusive series where we break down everything you need to know about the Valley by Emaar. Whether you are an investor or an end user or simply just exploring Dubai's fastest growing community, this is your place.
In this series, we will go beyond brochures and launch prices. We will cover what's actually happening in the market, how this community has performed, which clusters have delivered the strongest appreciation, and what opportunities still exist.
So, first, what exactly is the Valley?
The Valley is Emaar's master planned suburban community located on Dubai Ain Road, designed around family living, open green spaces, wellness, and affordability. The community spans thousands of homes across multiple phases.
It's built with a completely different lifestyle in mind: less congestion, more space, larger plots, parks, cycling tracks, sport facilities, retail zones, and even destinations like Golden Beach.
And what's interesting is how the valley has transformed over time. Early launches started with entry level townhouses. Today, we are seeing premium villas, waterfront concepts, twin villas, luxury standalone homes.
In one of our episodes, we'll analyze market performance, how launch prices compare with the current resale values, rental demand, and appreciation percentage, and whether investors have actually made money in this community, the Valley.
We'll also compare older clusters versus new launches to understand where capital growth has been the strongest. Another important part, the clusters. We will explain every cluster inside the valley, including Eden, Nara, Talia, Orania, Elora, Rivana, Nima, farm gardens, and the next phases as well, the phase 2 and phase 3.
Showing who each product was designed for, the handover timelines, unit configuration, and investment potential.
And of course, we will break down the products themselves: townhouses, twin villas, standalone villas, built up areas, plot sizes, layout, pricing, and how each compares within the market. Because a 4-bedroom in one cluster can perform very differently from a 4-bedroom in another.
So, if you want real insights regarding the actual numbers and the on ground analysis, and not just marketing, this series is for you. Welcome to the Valley by Emaar series by Ritessh and Zahir from Think Properties. One of the first questions buyers ask is, where exactly is the Valley by Emaar, and what is it about the location that makes it so special?
Exactly, and that's a fair question because location is often what determines the long term appreciation of the property. The Valley by Emaar is strategically positioned at the intersection of Ain Road and Lebab Road, which gives you access to central Dubai and a wider part of UAE.
So, while you're living away from the congestion of central Dubai, you are still connected to the major destinations.
Yeah, exactly. For example, the Valley is approximately 20-25 minutes away from downtown, and which gives residents the access to the central business district, which comprises of Business Bay, DIFC, and downtown itself. And around 370,000 employees are working in this area.
So, which means that the professionals working in the central business district of Dubai can actually move into a bigger spaces, more green
spaces.
and in fact, suburban districts which are further away, feeling not disconnected from the city altogether.
Absolutely. So Dubai International Airport and Al Maktoum Airport is roughly around 25 to 30 minutes away from the location, which gives an advantage for frequent travelers and investors. And interestingly, along with Ain Road, you have Silicon Oasis also, where 12.8 billion of investment has been announced by MBR. Then you have Academic City, where 21 universities out of the total number of universities in Dubai are operational. And the third is Dubai South, which involves your Al Maktoum Airport also, and which is continuously growing along the outskirts of Dubai.
Got it. So, investors aren't just buying a home inside a community, they're actually positioning themselves around the future infrastructure growth of Dubai.
So schools, retail centers, healthcare facilities, and entertainment destinations are gradually, expanding around this area too, which strengthens long-term end-user demand.
So, to summarize our conversation, which we have been having, the Valley offers something many Dubai communities struggle to balance, which is space, affordability, greenery, and connectivity. And these are the factors which are the most important. And another important point is that the valley sits between established Dubai and emerging suburban districts. Historically, areas that improve connectivity and infrastructure tend to see stronger population growth.
And population growth often translates into buyer demand for rentals and resale properties, which takes us to the next point, to our neighboring communities of the valley.
Before we compare the valley with the neighboring communities, I think there's something important viewers need to understand here. We are not comparing identical products here.
Exactly. Some communities are already handed over, some are under construction, and some have, just entered into the market right now. And each stage of community's life cycle behaves differently in a different situation in terms of pricing, appreciation, and buyer's profile.
So for this discussion, we have divided the surrounding communities into 3 different categories, which is also used to portray the scope of the community, which is Valley by Emaar. Coming to the first category is ready resale communities. And here I've taken into consideration 4 different communities, which includes Villanova at 1500 dirhams per square feet rate, Arabian Ranches 3 at 1900 dirhams per square feet rate. Then you have Mudon Al Running, which is at 1800 dirhams per square feet rate, and also Nadal Shiba Gardens, which is at 2200 dirhams per square feet rate. Now, why are we considering these communities? These communities already have resident activity and some level of ecosystem already in place.
So when buyers enter here, they are paying for visibility. They can, see the roads, landscaping, occupancy, community feel, retail, and actual lifestyle. The upside is lower uncertainty.
But historically, mature communities often behave differently from early stage communities because a portion of appreciation would have already reflected in their pricing as of, let's say, today's market.
So buyers here usually prioritize immediate occupancy, rental income, established infrastructure, and lifestyle certainty.
Coming to category 2, here we are taking into consideration of under construction properties or secondary resale communities. And here we are taking into consideration 3 major communities, which are 1. Haven by Alda, Latilia, which is phase 2 of Villanova, and Opal Gardens, where per square feet are 1600 dirhams per square feet for both Latilia and Haven, and 1550 dirhams at average for Opal Gardens. Now, this is very interesting because buyers enter after launch. Once the market sentiment has already started shaping the prices within these communities. Construction progress becomes very important in these communities, and that's something which will be their major focus.
Exactly, Zahir. And buyers are evaluating at this point of time. So how far is the handover? What is the infrastructure like? Has appreciation already happened in this area? And how much growth remains as compared to all other communities which are ready at the moment. So this is a very interesting part.
Stage or the category
Stage
which we
of-
can say here, right?
And this often attracts investors looking for a balance between risk and upside.
Coming to the third category, it's the early primary off-plan or the latest launches which are available in the market. And here I've considered 3 communities, which are Tilal Bingati, Greece by Danube, and Sanctuary, which is by Showa. These are looking at 1600 to 1700 dirhams per square feet with a handover date of 2029 to 2030. These communities are still in their launching stages or just has been launched. And early stage communities usually rely heavily on the future vision of the community and the developer themselves.
And buyers here invest in potential. They basically invest in potential infrastructure, potential demand, potential appreciation, and potential ecosystem of the communities. So the interesting part is the upside can be larger. And the other thing is, if the upside is larger, naturally uncertainty is also higher because of, maturity takes time.
Exactly. Now, coming to the major question here, where does the Valley by Emaar sit between these three categories we just discussed about, which was really under construction and of course the newer launch? Because that is where I believe the Valley by Emaar becomes very interesting. Isn't it, Ritesh?
Yes, of course. And because unlike other communities, Valley sits, or Valley exists in all the three timelines, like the ready communities, which is Eden, Nara, Talia, Orania. The buyer can actually go there and analyze the rentals, the ongoing prices, and their occupancy as well. Then it comes Alora, Ivana, and Lilia, Farm Gardens.
In fact, all the way to phase two
All
of the Valley.
Exactly. So where it is basically an under construction property, and the people can actually see the growth happening there. Or, how the community is coming up.
Evolving is the word.
Evolving is the right word. And the third phase is basically Avela and Ovel,
Which is in phase three.
phase
the
3,
latest one.
and there are some other launches also in the pipeline.
And I believe it's 6 more clusters to be launched.
6 more clusters in the pipeline. So these behave more like early off plan, where buyers can enter into the market, and they can see the future growth expectations also.
Why does this matter to understand the timeline of different clusters within the community of the Valley? Because pricing is not determined only by the product. Pricing is influenced by the maturity of the community and how it has evolved over time. A ready community may actually command premium because certainty exists there. A early community may actually attract buyers because there's a good growth potential involved in it. A near handover community may sit between the both actually. Now, perhaps the comparison is in which community is better in this whole conversation. Maybe the better question here is, at what stage of the growth do you want to enter? What's your entry point? And that's where the Valley offers something very unusual and unique. Different entry points inside one evolving master plan.
And that is where we will start our next video. So stay tuned for more videos on this, and why Valley is better for you.